I've been meaning to do a video on this. This has been sitting on my browser here for several days, so I wanted to go ahead and mention this. First of all, Benzinga is a scam. David Raznick is the guy that runs Benzinga. I've got a whole long story about this guy, and he has used several years ago when this chump, this shyster, started his little boiler room media company, little website from his little garage in Detroit. He actually stole my copyright protected materials. Now, he blamed it on his writers. This happened several times, and I should have sued the guy. But this guy built his company based upon stealing, and he wants to pass the buck. Oh, well, these were independent people. They posted it. No, you're responsible for that. He built this company based on that. Now you got a so-called financial news site that's selling a bunch of investment-related bullshit. It's a complete scam operation with deceitful marketing tactics and complete nonsense, a complete horseshit operation, a shit show. So I wanted to mention that. The second thing I wanted to mention, and of course, Benzinga was implicated. I think some of its authors got fined by the SEC for promoting stocks. There was pump and dump going on. That company is seeking alpha. I'll go into it in the future. I've talked about it before. The other thing is that Benzinga is apparently getting paid money from these PR firms to promote shysters. Have you noticed Benzinga is promoting shysters all the time? Talks about Robert Kiyosaki and Dave Ramsey. I mean, why are they always writing articles about these guys? Because they're being paid to do so. You see, this is what's going on. People don't understand in the media. Much of the media articles are paid pieces from PR firms that work for these guys. Look at this title, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a way to get these guys in the game, to keep their name out there, to post their name out there. You could post, oh, well, Robert Kiyosaki says this, like anyone cares. Nobody gives a shit. The guy's a fraud. He's a scam artist. He's a career con man. Dave Ramsey is a scam artist. I don't think I've talked about this guy yet. He's a disinformation twat, and he also sells religion. Anyone who's promoting religion, mixing that with investments, is a complete fraud. Write that down. He's trying to reel in the religious zealots. I'll get into this con man in the future. He tells you to buy mutual funds. Yeah, they're good. And he tells you they're better than index funds. And he does this because he wants to sell you through his little network. And the problem with that is that he tells you to buy front load funds. For those of you who don't know, I didn't even realize front-loaded funds were still in existence. They're such dinosaurs. They're ridiculous. They were in existence when I was in the business. I tried not to sell them because they're a scam. Front-loaded funds means you pay upfront sales charge of 5%, which whacks the hell out of the performance of the fund. Not only that, it keeps you in the fund. No matter how much it sucks, you don't want to get out because you paid that 5%. In addition to the annual expense ratios as well. You do have other fees. They'll tell you don't, but you do. Nobody who's decent and honest sells front load funds these days. They're a complete, absolute scam. Now let's get to Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is going through and making false claims again. This guy has built an empire of fraud based upon doing nothing but making false claims.